Hello everyone, Tammy here, and I'm going to share my foundation pages. I didn't do these last year, and 2024 is not done. So my thought is to go ahead and do that this year. It's going to help me on days that maybe I just work a longer period, and I can come in and do one of the pages that, like, I already know that I want to capture that story. And then on days that I have something happen, like I still have the freedom to add pages. So I don't have like 25 foundation pages. So I'm going to go through everything, and then one to share. The other is because if I forget, this is a great way to document what my intention was with the foundation page. So over here, I did use the table of contents. This is 1 through 25. I usually do 1 through 31, but I'll be honest, I kind of took this as permission to not do 31 this year. It's been a chaos. It's just the year's been whatever. And so it just made me feel actually a little bit lighter that, like, okay, I just have to document 25 things. Funny enough, I'll be documenting 31 anyways because I'm doing before December, but it's still kind of cool to, like, yeah, to have permission to stop on Christmas Day. So, other fun fact, I put this on upside down. I don't know if you can tell, but the F's go this way. But I'm not going to fix it because, it's what happens. I originally was just going to put, like, the December here and then tie a bow. But then I started looking, and I really like the idea. I'm going to pull this up and tuck it in so that it flips up. So it's kind of like flip up, flip out, flip out. And obviously cut this down and then just tie a bow around the whole thing, and then I can adhere these and this to that. So that's what that will look like when it's done. I don't want to do it right. Well, I'll probably do the flip up now, but more just want to make sure that I keep it as flat as I can because I'll be writing on it through the course of the month. This page is, I love this page. I love the fact that it's like, an early start in documenting things that are leading up. I had a unique year this year. I went back to Michigan to celebrate my dad's life. He passed away in 2024. So we did a year anniversary and celebrated him and my mom, who passed away also in September, many moons ago. So it was just a really great event, and some Christmas things happened during that just because we knew we wouldn't see each other. And then there's also this really cool place in Michigan. So this, and then on the back, I'll probably just grab like a large photo of the place that I was talking about, which is Bronner's, for anybody that's from Michigan. I grew up there. It is like it's part of my home. Bronner's, obviously, Michigan is my home. I'm in Vegas now, so every time I go back to Michigan, I always stop there and always pick up ornaments, and I can actually still see my mom and dad standing in the aisles from when I was a child because it was a part of my childhood. So just really cool to go back there and just kind of like feel them. I loved this set of cards. I really like what Allie did with like just a large photo, so I'll probably try to find 5 things that happened leading up to Christmas or up to December, and then journal about it in the 3x4 spaces or use labels. And then I actually had grabbed a postcard of Bronner's, so I have that there. Then it'll get into the December, and I will be making, I have sparklies, so I will make a shaker out of this whole page and then decorate it somehow. I'm not sure how, but this will be a full page shaker just to start the section that's December. This page is going to be about the ornaments. Every year I get everyone ornaments. Some of them got from Bronner's, but some of them I hadn't really figured out what ornament, but it always is something that kind of like means something to me. So my thought is that I'll use this and the die cut, or the die that we got to cut out these shapes, and I have 9 ornaments, and I'll use this to label. So each one of these spaces has 3, and then there's 3 label spaces. So I can use this for like row 1, this for row 2, and this for row 3. And then I'll just cover this last one with a card, so that it's not numbered. And then you're probably looking at it going, okay, well, this is actually more than 3 on this row. But I have to fold it since I'm doing 6x8. So one of these labels will be right on the fold, so I wouldn't put a picture of an ornament there. Instead, I'll probably just stamp something so that it's like foldable. yeah, so that's what I'm going to do there. And then I grabbed the stars just because I love the stars with this page to do pops of color. And then I have this transparency. I'm going to stamp on here Santa's list. And then I have Santa's naughty and nice list. I'm not gonna call my family out for who's naughty, but there were some things that happened in 2025 that I'll probably put on the naughty list. Like one, I had my identity stolen so that person deserves to be on that list. Nice would be we bought some property, so I might put the people, not by name obviously, but just, you know, thank you to the people who sold us their property because now we are property owners. I asked my family for selfies. I've gotten 0 so far, but it's only day 4. If I get those from them, then I'm going to use this just to do like a December selfie from each person in the family. And this page is just, I just love it. I love this page. The wreaths, for whatever reason, are really calling to me this year. So on this page, I'll just get a photo and cut it and just have a great photo right there. On this side of the page, I'm going to put a photo of my son, who was promoted to corporal in the Marines, and he had this great ceremony that happened at the base of Mount Fiji, which was just amazing, and the picture's gorgeous, and so I'm going to put that there. And then I thought it would be kind of cool, funny, I don't know, to use this, and this has levels, and the levels in that he's at an E4, so E1, E2, E3, E4, E5, E6, and so I was going to write the different levels in the Marines, and then cut out something that's like an arrow that's just like you are here, to show that, you know, where he's at right now, and then, you know, talk about it a little bit on the back side, I guess. Okay, so then another one is Dear Santa. This one I just added in because obviously I want to write like what I wish for Christmas. I was even thinking about maybe trying to make my reason why this here and then just try to run it through the printer. Then this is senses. So I want to just capture the 5 senses. So like, what does December mean to me through that lens? Like, what does it smell like? What are the sounds that I look for? What are the sights that I look for? And then this would just be like an explanation of like viewing it through that lens. I pulled these 2 cards. They're, again, no, this isn't order, but I pulled these 2 cards because we're having 2 Christmases this year, which is kind of like, I don't know. I hear Ricky Bobby's Kid every time. 2 Christmases. So one Christmas will be this weekend where my grandson's going to be coming over, and then we'll have Christmas on Christmas Day, but it's going to be different this year, and it's going to look a lot different because I don't have all of my kids this year. Again, one's deployed to Japan and the other lives in Florida, and it's just going to be a little bit different. So that's one. Advent Showdown. So I watched this guy on YouTube who does this Advent calendar showdown, so I'm going to document that. And I also have a couple of the Advent calendars that he has, and so I'm just going to kind of write about how he's become part of my tradition. Then end of year recap, so these 2 pages. So when you get those end of year recaps, like the music and the, like how much you read and everything, our family's been kind of enjoying seeing everybody's, and so I wanted to kind of document that. This is going to be seasoned drinks. So we, I'm not a coffee drinker, but I am a energy drinker. So I always try like the Red Bull seasonal drink, and Dutch Bros does energy drinks, and so I always try theirs. Then usually we try some kind of cocktail at Christmas, and I just want to kind of document about the drinks of the season. This one is going to be about a clock. My dad bought me and my brother a few years ago clocks, and they play Christmas music. So I have a picture of it at my brother's house, and then obviously a picture of it at my house. So I wanted to kind of document what that means to me to kind of still have a piece of my dad in my house. Then this is just kind of a marker, like, you know, capture your Christmas tree. This will just start the actual Christmas day. So I just put Christmas on here, 2025, and then this will be where Christmas Day gets documented. I didn't do much on the back. I kind of am thinking that this will be like a photo, and so this will, like, it doesn't pop up on white, but on here it does, you know, pop. So whatever's over here, I'll just make sure that it's a color that makes this, you know, kind of pop. Then the other thing that I was thinking of doing was using the stamp set and putting like stamping and embossing gold stars, you know, in some of the white space here. So that's what that page will, like the back of it, just to decorate it a little bit more. This has absolutely no story that's going on it. It's just for me because it's sparkly and I thought it was kind of cool. And I liked that this frame had, like, if I used the gold bells on this side, it looked cool because it matched, and then on this side the back of the gold bells are white, so it just looked kind of cool with the white there. So this is just sort of a resting space that won't have a story or photo. It's just pretty to look at. And then this was inspired by the banner image on AllieEdwards.com. I don't know who did it, sorry, but I put this together on another video, and this is again just something to kind of maybe divide a little bit, and then also, like, you know, just give a spot for somebody to kind of look at some pretty things and not a story or a photo. So that's the plan, and I'm going to try to catch up this weekend on some of the stories and record those and share them. But I hope you guys are enjoying your December so far, and thanks for watching.